Hey everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel. It's nice to see you on a Thursday, Doug, not Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but now we come live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, yeah?
And Saturday.
And Saturdays, which, a lot of you are not coming to our call on Saturday. And I got to tell you, you got to get into our Discord, go to our
Yeah.
Discord, join our group. You're going to see what time, you're going to see what the Zoom channel is. You're going to see all the information that you need to come join us on Saturdays. And we hope to see you there because we have a lot of fun on Saturdays, don't we, Doug?
We do. And we keep it kind of, short but make announcements on Saturdays when we don't make those announcements any other time during the week.
Right.
And things that are coming up, things that are happening in Otherverse and with our NFTs that are coming out and everything that's happening. So yeah, it's worth hanging out just for a little bit on Saturday.
For sure.
Might have a surprise from time to time that might make you some money.
I know we've had lots of surprises in the past. So yeah, and you can come on Zoom and ask your questions to Doug right there on Zoom and he's going to answer them. And if you happen to have any questions for me, well, I'm there too.
Right.
And Candace is also on Saturdays as well. So fun little group. Doug, I noticed that Bitcoin is up about almost 6.5% for the day, which is pretty phenomenal, up over 63. Very, very
Right.
exciting.
And from our 53 bottom, that was just a few days ago, right? We're up over 20%. When everybody was saying, oh, it's all over, we're done, we're going down, they were predicting 40,000 and below and, whatever. That it just goes to show, guys, predictions are just that.
They're just that.
They're just predictions, right? The market tells you what it wants to do when it does it, and the candles and reading the technicals, that's what, when it says it wants to go up, then you're ready for that, right?
Right.
You do your best to trade the bottoms, cost average in, let it take off and make money.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah,
That's our call, Deb. We're done.
and we're done. And now's a good time to remind you that this is an educational channel. We're just here to show you how to trade, actually. We like to talk about how to trade. We like to pull up the charts and give you some tips about what to look for. But
Right.
what we're not doing is giving you any kind of financial advice. So don't follow what we're doing to a T. Don't say, oh, they bought here, I'm going to buy here. They sold here, I'm going to sell here. Don't do that. Learn to trade.
Yeah.
And even better, Doug, right? Jump into nSights. Let our trading platform automatically do it for you. It's so
Right.
much fun. We're going to show you nSights today. Doug will go through some of the tools that we have that enable traders to trade. But just remember, as somebody who's never traded before, you can come in, press a few buttons, and you're going to be trading automatically your crypto inside of nSights, which is fabulous. And Digibot also has a very similar grid trading system, if not nearly exactly the same.
It's beautiful.
It's just
beautiful.
It's trading with Kraken and Binance instead
Right.
of trading in the DeFi space. So if you're a centralized person, if you'd rather stay centralized with your exchange, jump into Digi, otherwise jump into nSights. We have a lot of fun here, but again, we're not giving you advice. This is for educational purposes only. Hey, Doug, I wanted to mention too, with that up run that happened with Bitcoin, one of my coins, I looked at it and I decided to go ahead and it hit the bottom, today's bottom, right? And nSights I had told nSights to go a little bit lower before buying that trade.
Yep.
Anyway, so I was 1% off. And it's now doing a little bit of an up run, nothing too, terribly exciting, but it's doing a little bit of an up run. But guess what? I know it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, what happens when they miss a trade? What happens when they miss a trade, Doug?
Well, they panic, right? And they chase the trade or do all kinds of crazy things. And instead of saying, what you should say, it's just another trade. So go look at one of your other charts that you did get a trade in and celebrate that one, right?
Yes.
So the object is, and I kind of talk about this and I teach us that, And if you can understand the concept that when you're looking at the charts, we're trying to seed the market in many different places with different coins, different levels, different barriers, different things. So that, and I gave the analogy a few days ago of, fishing lines in the water. Not all the fishing lines are going to get a fish, but the more fishing lines you have in the water, the more fish you are going to get. So, it's just another trade. And that trade that you missed, Deb, it'll come back
It'll come
and
back.
and you'll get it then. And then one of the other trades won't happen. So it's just constantly being in the market.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, it's exciting. So today, we have the UTHIX token getting ready to come to an end on the pre-sale, and we are going to go live on that token. And I don't know if Brian's announced the date, but it is in the very, very, very near future. So today, Deb, I'm going to go in and close out one of the trades that I'm not really happy with it. And it was one of the trades that, I did a teaching on. And so I'm going to take that money and I'm close enough to being back. I'm within like 17 or 18%. If I close that trade and just went out and bought UTHIX token, I would be back to even
Sure.
with where it is now. So, but what I'm going to do is, when I get to it, I'm going to tell you guys a little story of why I'm doing it, because I plan on cutting that part of this story and sending it to two gentlemen that I'll tell you guys about when I get there. So let's look at my charts. Let's dive in. Let's do this. And if you think that you have people in your life that you want to bless, like I'm getting ready to do for these two guys, and it's not a huge deal, but if UTHIX token goes up to $100 a coin or $300 a coin, which would put it at where Bitcoin is now in terms of its increase, yeah, even $100 can be a lot of money
It can
for
change a life
people.
right there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and you'll see I've set up wallets for both of these gentlemen because I want to put it in their wallets. Because if it goes up to $300 a coin, I might have a hard time giving it to them.
All right.
So I'm going to put it in their wallets.
Right.
I'm
So
dedicated
you
to
got
giving
to
it to
do
them.
two things, right? If you're going to buy for somebody else, you got to put it in a separate wallet for them. And then you have to tell them that you've done that, right?
Yes.
You got to
Yeah.
tell them because
So
if
I'm
you
going to send them
don't,
the video.
yeah, it's too easy. It's too
So,
ezy to say, oh, wow, I didn't even realize I had all those tokens.
oh, no, I didn't do that. What are you talking about, man? So we'll cut this up. We'll send this to them. They'll have fun looking at it. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is, for time's sakes, I want to go down and look at the trade that I'm talking about and look at Bitcoin go. Oh yeah, it's all over. There's not going to be any more up moves. Yeah. We're up
It's
20%.
crashing. It'll never
Yeah,
come
yeah, we're
back.
going down, down. We're gonna hit Deb 6,000, Yeah, no.
I
Sorry, Deb.
hope. I
Sorry,
hope
Deb.
so. Maybe still.
Yeah. So now the interesting thing is I almost did this 2 days ago, and these trades were at 27, 28% negative. This one was. And I almost did it, and I said, no, it goes down deeper. I'll still wait. I'm going to do it on the call. And so the market is blessing me in that I didn't pull the trigger when it was like 27, 28% negative. I decided to wait to do it with you guys. So I have more money here to play with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out this trade, right? And if
This
I
was one of
look at
this
this,
is Dot, right? So this was one of our teaching
yes.
trades.
And
Yeah,
and to your point, Deb, don't do what we say on this call because this was a teaching thing and I would have never traded it this way.
right.
So and if you did, you're going, Doug, why did you do that?
Oh,
Well, I was teaching, okay?
right.
Right.
Right. And
So
actually it's a very serious mention, right? We
right.
come on at a specific time during the day, and depending on where the market is, we're still going to teach you what we wanted to teach you, right?
Right.
We're not
Right.
waiting for the right for the
We're
best
not
moment in
timing
the time.
everything.
We can't. We have
Yeah.
this little tiny bit of time, and it is what it is. So
Yeah. And the market hasn't got the memo that we're meeting at this time to make sure
yes,
everything's right, you know?
exactly,
So,
exactly.
so the interesting thing first, Deb, to recognize is I did all these manual. So if I did all these manual and I close these out, that means it's going to go back to my mid wallet versus if this was auto, it would go back to my cost averaging wallet. Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
So this is kind of beneficial in that terms also. So let's do this. I'm gonna come here and I have two lines being traded. And so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to edit. I'm gonna go sell now.
Did you want to? Oh, are you moving them to other verse? Oh, I guess you could go either way.
Well, I got to move them out to my mid wallet. I could go. Well, here's what our options are, right? I could go move to other verse, which would move it to USDT.
Correct.
And then I could just go from USDT to their wallets, put that USDT in their wallets with a little bit of BNB. Gosh, I'm going to have to give them some BNB too. Okay, a little bit of put it in their wallets. And then I can go from their wallets out to Otherverse and buy some tokens.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's do
What this will do is it'll allow you to use the tracking system, right? To track
right,
it.
right. And I just have to remember I gave them these because it's going to be in my system tracking it. So, okay, let's do that. And I'll remember that. Deb will remind me. And we have it recorded, so I'm all good. All right, are you sure you want to convert? And let's just look at the numbers, right? I am converting all of this. So number of tokens, 33,712 and one. Boy, that was a tiny pie.
I know. It was your $12.50.
Right.
Test
Oh
account.
my, oh my God.
Training.
Okay, yes. So we're at 45, 50 something tokens. So let's see if this is right. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna go back here and move to other verse. Convert impact. Yes.
And this screen is just asking if he wants to override the price impact. If the price impact was over 2%, he'd have to tell it, yes, go ahead if he wanted. None of us do. We don't override the impact. We wait until the impact is under
Okay.
control.
So now a couple of things just happened. You saw the trade go away because
Yeah,
it converted that.
disappeared.
And you saw that I went from two lines to one line because I deleted a trade. It deleted the line. Okay. And now I'm 1 and 1 instead of 2 and 1. Okay. So all done automatically. I want to go to my mid wallet now and type USDT. And there I have $233 in USDT. Okay. So now I'm going to withdraw this, and I have to withdraw it to my wallet that I have connected to this, right? And then from that wallet, I'm going to move it to their wallets. And you may want to do if you're thinking about doing the same thing, this is the process that you go to. Or if you're going to go out and buy UTHIX tokens, you would just get the money into your MetaMask, however you're going to do that, and then put that money in their wallets, whoever you're going to bless, and take care of that. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is connect, right? To MetaMask. Deb and I always want to say this out loud when we're doing it.
I know. I was saying mine in my head. Well, as soon as it pulled up, I said my own password
Yeah,
in my
in your
head.
head. So these are the two wallets I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put them in Leonard's wallet and Tyrell's wallet. I'll tell you a little
Nice.
bit about them when I get there. And I'm going to, I believe this is my wallet that I have it connected to.
I think, are these the gentlemen you spoke of another on a different
I,
call? Oh, I'm
they are.
excited to hear about that. Awesome. Very fun.
All right, so I'm connected now. And here's my USDT. I'm going to hit withdraw. Okay, I'm going to click this. I'm going to withdraw I'll leave a little bit in there. See, I'm going to withdraw. I got to do it here. I'm going to withdraw 20500. Okay, and that'll leave a little bit in there. So I can go back and trade and make all the money up that I'm giving them. So I'll do that. All right, so let's hit withdraw. Connecting. Firm. So while this is happening, let me go through the story of Leonard and Tyrell. Mary and I were on our way to California to see my dad and son and daughter and stuff. And we ran into these two gentlemen at a hotel in Tehachapi, California. And they were standing outside talking. And long story short, we got into probably an hour to 2 hour conversation. And, at the end of going towards the end of the conversation, I asked them if they were into crypto. They're young men. I thought, okay, they got to be into crypto. Leonard immediately said, no, but I'm interested. I just nobody to teach him, no way for him to learn how to do it and stuff. And I said, well, I might know somebody that could do that. but both of them impressed me. And Tyrell got on his phone immediately and called his wife or girlfriend. I don't know if it was his wife or girlfriend. She had just lost her dog that day. Got her on the phone, said, I'm talking to this guy. He's talking about crypto. And he goes, here, I want you to talk to him. And he handed me the phone, right? And so I'm talking to her and I, said, I'm sorry, she lost her dog and stuff. But the overall experience was so random. And we came from such different worlds. Tyrell was inner city LA, and I don't know if Leonard grew up inner city LA, but I know Tyrell did. And just the coming together of three human beings and being able to share and talk and meet and never have talked to each other. I left a note on their truck window because they were working the fires there in California, just outside of Bakersfield up in the mountains. And so I'd left a note, said, hey guys, it's great meeting you. And I gave them my phone number, right? And Leonard texted me back and said, yes, Doug, it was great meeting you too. And we've talked a couple of times. We've just touched base a couple of times. And I let Leonard know to let Tyrell know also that I set up a MetaMask wallet for them because they're still out fighting fires, I think. They don't have time to do this. So I set it up in my wallet and I named it, I put it in their names. Here's Leonard, right? And I got Tyrell down here also. Okay. And I let them know that I'm going to take $100 for each one of them. And I'm going to go out and buy UTHIX tokens. I'm going to go out and buy them $100 worth of tokens to just get them started in the crypto experience, right? And if this goes to $100 or $300 a token somewhere down the road, it'll bless them. It'll give them something in crypto, and maybe it inspires them to get more involved in crypto, right? And I think everybody should be involved in AI, metaverse, crypto on some level, right? It's just the future. And if you're not involved in it, the future is going to go one way and you're going to go the other way. And the two may never come together, right? So you need to be involved and they need to be involved. Okay. So I'm going to go out to my MetaMask wallet now and I'm going to copy Leonard's address here. He has no BNB, he has no nothing here. I'm going to go back up and I hope I got some BNB in one of these accounts. Tokens. Got a little BNB here. Great. Okay, so I'm going to send Leonard a little bit of BNB. So he has some BNB in his wallet to do the transaction. And it doesn't take much, 0.02, and that doesn't even need that much, 0.1, way more than enough. Okay, so I'm going to send that to Leonard. I'm going to hit continue. So I see his name here. I know that I'm sending it to his wallet. I'm going to hit continue here. Going to hit confirm. Okay, now I can go down to Leonard's and Leonard should, yeah, sure enough, tokens, has some BNB here. The other thing that I'm going to need to do is go back here and go back to my okay. Let's see here. I'm going to get the address for this. I always stumble here. Let's see here. There's a way.
Is this where you're just trying to send
Right
it to
here it
them?
is. Contract address. You got to scroll down a little bit to see that. And I always like, where is that? I know it's here.
Yeah, it should
right?
be at the top, right?
Yeah, I know it. And so now I'm going to go back to Leonard's wallet here. I'm going to import a token. I haven't sent him this yet, but I just want it here. And I see it's USDT. Okay. And I'm going to hit import. Nothing's there. And I'm going to do Tyrell real quick while I have that address. And
Down just a little bit, right
but
there.
he's showing, okay, no. Okay, I was thinking, he's showing BNB already. No.
I was wondering what was tripping you up.
Yeah, I saw that 5, and I know I sent Leonard $5 worth, and then I wasn't paying attention.
Right.
So, okay, there we go. Now I got to copy Tyrell's address here. So let's copy that. And let's go back. And I want to go, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to love sending them this video because this will be kind of like one of their first learning experiences here. So I still got my BNB here. And I'm going to copy and paste this here. And I'm going to put 0.01 and try to give them the same amount so they don't feel like, oh, he gave you more than he gave me. No, I'm going to give you the same amount and hit continue here. And guys, this is a lot of fun. You know, it's
just feels
it's changing somebody, you know, not that this amount, I mean, if it goes up to $300, it can be life-changing, but just open up, and the experience of learning crypto is potentially life-changing. So, all right, I need to go look at Leonard and Tyrell here. Tokens. There's that BNB. Okay, and I know we saw it in Leonard's also. There's that BNB. Okay, I'm going to copy Leonard's. Okay. Well, I did Leonard's BNB first. I'm going to be fair here. I'm going to copy Tyrell's and give Tyrell's first. So I want to be balanced here for these two guys. Anyway, I'm just having fun, guys.
Yeah. Now, for the sake of training, once you're on where you've got your USDT and you hit send, when you hit send,
Yeah, I'm gonna go send here.
And then you don't have to have his contract. You can just slip down into your list of,
I could go down here and click on them, is what
yeah,
she's saying.
as a second, as another way to do it. If
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm a OCD creature of habit. And so, especially when it comes to transferring money. So yeah, whatever you are used to doing, I find, sticking with that pattern causes less mistakes, but that is, Deb, I never even knew I could do that. So thank you.
You're
That's a
welcome.
super simple way I learned today. So 99 8. So I got to give them a little bit more because I want them to be over $100. So 101. Okay. And that one's going to Tyrell. Okay. I'm going to hit continue. I'm going to hit confirm. All right. Now let's do it Deb's way.
Yeah, and you should only do this when it's your own wallet
Wallet.
that you're transferring to. You should
Yes.
never use a wallet that you see on the blockchain that you sent to recently. Like, this is your own personal list of wallets, so you can feel pretty comfortable you're
And
grabbing.
you got to make sure you're on the right.
Yep, and I like that you can just change it right there.
I'm
Super
going to
simple.
send 101. And confirming it's going to Leonard's, and I'm going to hit continue. And I'm going
Nice.
to hit confirm. Okay. Now let's go back to tokens. Leonard's got 180. No. All right, let's look at each one. 101 and Tyrell 101. So
Perfect.
we're good there. Okay, so now let me click off of that. I'm going to go down here to Otherverse. I'm going to go to pre-sell. And I can see that I've got time to get them the special price. Okay.
Nice.
And I'm going to connect the wallet first. I'm going to hit I confirm,
Look at that.
continue.
It's over in 2 days, guys. 2
Yes.
days and 13 hours. So if you're
I'm
going
going to
to do
MetaMask.
this, get on out right away.
Okay, disconnect. Which wallet did it connect? CEF5. I don't want it to connect to, no. Okay, disconnect. Disconnect. I'm going to go here and see. I'm in Tyrell's. Copy that. I want to connect here, make sure.
Wait
Connect
one minute.
MetaMask. I wonder if it's forcing to go to my original wallet. Wallet. All right, let's try this again. Oh, let's do this. Hang on. Let's go here. Go. This one. Disconnect all accounts. All right, now let's see if it lets me go now. Back to Leonard. Okay, let's see if we can now connect. MetaMask, connect. See, my wallet was previously connected. I want to make sure nothing's checked up here. And I got Leonard's now, and I'm going to have to do the same thing when I do Tyrell's. I'm going to have to disconnect from Otherverse to do this, but let's hit next. Let's hit confirm. Okay. Now I'm going to tell it that I want to do $100. Okay. It tells me that I'm getting the bonus, right? I would get 1660, not a great number, but
Wow.
I'm going to get 1818. So don't worry about that, Leonard. It's going to be an okay number. All right. So let's hit complete purchase. Kindly select your chain. Oh, that's right. On BSC. There we
There
go.
we go.
Whoever designed this knew what they were doing. I designed this thing, guys, and I still got to walk my way through it. So, okay, hit confirm. All right. Transaction complete. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I still have the bonus going on. It hasn't ended. I'm going to go back out to my wallet. Some of you are going, I didn't know you could do this, Doug. I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit disconnect. Disconnect. Okay, so I'm disconnected. Now I'm going to hit connect. MetaMask. Click here. I'm going to bring up my wallets again. I'm going to uncheck Leonard. I'm going to check Tyrell here. I'm going to hit next. Confirm I'm connected. And now I'm still on BSC. I still have my discount.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put $100 in here. Still got the same numbers, right? So everything's a go. And now I'm going to purchase this for Tyrell. Now, the other thing I'm going to have to do, guys, because the airdrop is going to come for these probably the day that we launch the token or a couple of days after, confirm. And so I'm going to have to go out and set up a Solana wallet for them to receive the airdrop. Okay. Just like you have to do for yourselves. And we'll probably talk about that on Saturday. And let me take a screenshot of this. So there we have it. I have now purchased $100 worth of UTHIX tokens for Tyrell and for Leonard. And I know that it's going to bless our lives and that it's the beginning, I hope, of them getting into the journey of crypto and knowing what that can do for them, and maybe being a part of our NFTs, being a part of the convention center and the virtual, the quantum real estate that Brian talked about. So a lot of things that we're going to do are going to, I think, change people's lives. So anyways, Deb, I think, gosh, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I'm really happy. Now, remember, the one thing that Doug did not do once he'd made his first purchase was he did not close out that screen, right? He
I
didn't
did not.
leave that site. That's how he was able to get the bonus on two different wallets. He stayed on the same site, didn't leave, didn't close it out. And that bonus goes for an hour once you get onto that site. So keep that in mind. Be ready to go when you click the link so you get that extra bonus. This round is 6 cents unless you get the bonus, which is this round is 0.055, which is pretty awesome, Doug. It ends in just over 2 days, so don't miss out. If you planned on blessing anyone or if you planned on blessing yourself a little bit more,
There you go.
go make that
Deb
happen.
is thinking of herself again.
Well, sometimes,
I
Yeah.
know.
Very, very exciting stuff. And guys, again, there are no guarantees in crypto or anything in life really. So don't spend money that you can't afford to lose anytime you're trading or, buying tokens. This company, the company that's behind this token is pretty, it's probably the most legit that we have ever found. It's it's going to do huge things. The metaverse is a place where everybody is going to exist over the course of the next, several years. And we're just at the beginning of the beginning. And Doug mentioned it a little bit ago. We're starting a real estate metaforge inside of Otherverse that you can be a part of. You can get yourself a little space in a convention center or 2 spaces or 5 spaces. Anyway, it's really exciting stuff. So come on Saturday, because I'm sure we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Also, look back on some of our previous videos to see what this is all about and get yourself up to speed. Oh, look at that.
And here's the 2 transactions, guys, in my back office so I can track them, right? But right here they are. And Tyrell and Leonard are now proud owners of the UTHIX token, and Otherverse is going to change the world, and they are now going to be part of that change.
Hey, just for fun, do we still have the calculator up there?
I do, I think.
If the token happens to reach, $5 a token, what does that mean when you've got
and I took a screenshot of their tokens. Let me get to.
Oh yeah, there were lots of 6s in there.
Yeah, so they got 1,818 tokens. So am I sharing my screen? No.
No.
Let's see, share my screen. So this will be fun for them too.
Yeah, we can pin this onto the end of their video.
Yeah, so they bought it at 5.5 and they invested $100 and buy price. Oh, and sell price. If it, we think that it can go further than maybe even Bitcoin can. So at the far end right now, the token would be $300 if you just look at the percentages of increase. That's what we're going on. But if it did do what Bitcoin did, and where Bitcoin is basically about where it is now in the market, not when it goes to $1 million for Bitcoin, and this could do the same thing. But at $300 a token, that $100 becomes $554,000 for them. Now, if you just want to say, okay, we go to $50 a token and calculate, that's still $90,000 for them. And so, when I say, it can bless somebody and it can be a life-changing thing, I'm glad I put it in their wallet. So
exactly.
but it doesn't matter. I've got so much that if this does happen and things come to pass, blessing somebody is changing the world in a positive way.
Yeah.
And that's the greatest gift we can give to humanity as a whole.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
So very blessed to be able to do this for Leonard and Tyrell. 2 super guys. It was super great meeting them. And, it was a good thing. And I look forward to staying in touch with them.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Doug. We've got Gary and Candace and Jeff and Kenneth Parr all joined us today on the live. Thank you guys for joining us. And I won't repeat.
Oh, I got to talk about the NFT a little bit.
Oh, sure. So Kenneth said, he said, so happy it's Thursday and you can take those letters and do with them what you want. Pretty. What you mapped out on the
okay, all right. I'll leave it at that.
All right. Did you want to talk about the NFT or did I?
Yeah, I think we're going to be live tomorrow, guys, for the NFT. Okay.
For the convention space,
for
right?
the convention center. So if we do go live, we may do an impromptu call tomorrow to bring everybody up to speed and stuff. But I think we may be live tomorrow. I know when I look at let me share my screen real quick. I'll just show you where we are with this, and then we'll end with this. Okay. Otherverse. Okay, that's where we are there. So now I do this all the time. I go metaforge.com, and this is what you're going to get. Okay. It's not metaforge.com. It's metaforgegroup.com. Okay. And this is what you're going to get. Okay. So I changed the colors. The team did a really good job at doing that.
It's nice.
They still got a little work to do on colors at the bottom. They got the darker kind of matched this interior color. Did a good job, right? And
Mhm.
when we go here, you're going to see, and they got to get it to land at the top here. But oh, I had numbers earlier. They're doing work. I had all these had numbers.
Oh, good.
Okay, so they're working. That's great. So we have things they think this will all be done tomorrow. Don is testing everything on testnet right now and making sure everything works. If everything's good, they'll put it on mainnet tonight and we'll be live. And so that close. And the token launch for Brian is on the same path, guys. So
Excellent.
big week this week, and I'll just say big week next week. How's that?
Awesome. If you want to get details on MetaForge, guys, go to Nexus Ecosystems YouTube channel. They've got you did a presentation last week,
I've done a couple
right?
now. Yeah.
You've done a couple, and then they had an update last night that I was on as well. So go to the Nexus Ecosystem YouTube channel to get all your updates and see where we're at with this, and so you can understand what this project is. But you're going to want to do that today because it's going live, it looks like tomorrow, right?
Right. Right. And there's a number of tokens that will randomly get bonuses. So you want to potentially be on part of that because some of the bonuses are a huge deal. So
Right.
we'll see.
You're gonna
About
need them.
10%, 10% of all the tokens will get a bonus. So it's
Exciting.
a pretty good number.
Exciting. I'm excited. Can't wait.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Well,
pumped.
that was a fun
It's the
call,
world.
Doug.
It's the new world, man.
It is. That was a
So
fun call. Thank you so much for taking us through that.
yeah, thank you.
See you on Saturday
Saturday.
and tomorrow
Yeah.
for an impromptu, right? All
Yeah,
right.
if we do an impromptu, we'll put it in Discord. We'll let everybody know. But yeah, if we go live tomorrow, we'll definitely do an impromptu. So be kind of, if you're interested, be kind of on the lookout for that. And we'll definitely be live on Saturday with it if we're live tomorrow. So, you're not going to miss a whole lot, just maybe a bonus or two, but no.
Don't miss it, guys. All right. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Doug.